they also had those ones where they put that groove, like the guitar riff was just in that certain groove with the drums, you know.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah, exactly.
Like my new truck.
Hey, they say that I'm talking a whole lot of trash. I'm sitting and thinking like, who knew? I know that you seen us on Rappers React. They talking about us on YouTube. Hollywood 6, it look like I do magic. Maybe he's practicing voodoo. I'm hearing you're getting a lot of attention. Well, I'm here to say that we do to deliver the rubbish.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another segment of Rappers React. Smoke a diggeria dog.
What up?
Diggeria.
Yeah.
What was New Jack's finisher?
New Jack. Oh, that's a
Google
good
him
one.
if y'all don't know who he is.
Oh yeah, New
Rest in
Jack.
peace.
He was a killer. Literally.
Literally.
He had murder charges.
I know. Come on, what you got?
From Atlanta too. Oh man, I couldn't even tell you what his finisher was though, because you know that was back during the ECW days, and you know he would always jump off stuff,
Throw people and stuff?
Yeah, you probably have to go back and watch some of his like the ones where he was in Knoxville, and he actually wrestled in Atlanta before he went up to Knoxville and before ECW, you know.
Okay.
But I'd have to go back. I guess it was a tag team move because he was a tag team with Mustafa.
Dog. All right, we'll go with that. If y'all know New Jack's finisher from ECW, leave it in the comments.
Definitely.
All right, man, I'm so touchy about what we're about to talk about because I know YouTube. When you're about to end yourself, you would call that
The S word.
Okay. Y'all know what that is. All right, and most people would leave a what when they are about to do that?
A note.
Now, please put it together.
Yes, the S note.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You got it, my friend. Guys, before we get started, please do us a big favor. Yo, please hit that thumbs up button. Guys, please subscribe to the channel.
And for God's sake, leave us a comment and tell us what to react to next, because that's how we get the ideas for these videos. Comes directly from you right down in the comment section and over on Patreon. And today we have another wonderful suggestion from one of our wonderful Patreon members who goes by the name of Caleb Crum. Yes.
Caleb, okay, hold on. I need to know. Is Caleb? I was gonna say, is Caleb short for something? But could you think of anything Caleb would be short for?
Caleb Blasio. I don't know.
Caleb Blasio. But shout out to you, Caleb Crum, because you are a loyal Patreon member, my friend, and you have sent us over a band. I cannot wait to check out more.
Oh, dude, man. This has been the debate, you know, amongst us and the trash talkers lately. You know, there was the big five of thrash metal, or the big four, excuse me, and then there's always that argument over who would have been the fifth, and that, you know, some people say Exodus, some people say Testament, and then there's the people that say Pantera, and of course, Pantera labeled their music as groove metal rather than thrash metal.
Really?
So it kind of, yeah, we had that discussion
Told
before.
me that, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, so maybe that puts them in a different category outside of thrash metal.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? When someone says, "Oh, this isn't your type of genre," create your own genre.
Yeah.
And that's what they did.
Oh, like, you don't want to throw me in? All right, I got my own style then.
I'll create my own.
Yeah. And it really is, because, you know, you listen to thrash metal, you listen to Megadeth and Anthrax and Slayer, you know, they have that unique sound, you know, that is specific to them, and probably Testament and so on, and Exodus. But Pantera and even Metallica, you know, Metallica did a lot of the traditional thrash metal, but they also had those ones where they put that groove, like the guitar riff was just in that certain groove with the drums, you know.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas thrash metal, you think of you know,
Yes.
but they would do like Pantera, you know.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Dude, I love that whole whatever they were doing. I mean, could you also? I mean, I'm sure it's up to Pantera if they invented the genre, but you could put a lot of Metallica stuff as groove metal.
Yeah, I mean, I would say with Pantera calling themselves groove metal, I would say groove metal would be a variation of thrash metal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here's the question: would Metallica ever say that any of their songs are labeled as groove metal? And would Pantera say?
Pantera definitely said it, from what I understand. But would they consider any of their stuff thrash?
Yes. Exactly. That's the question. The name of the song is called. Man, I'm so weird about saying that word, but
yeah.
What's a PC word to say?
Extinguishing one's own life. I don't know.
Offing yourself.
Yeah. Well, what would I mean? I guess that technically is a PC word to say, but you know, the YouTube censors will catch that immediately.
Right. So you can tell in the title what it is. Man, I just feel like even the title's gonna mess up sometimes.
I know. It makes me wonder.
Yeah, but
you know, it's their song, and you know, this is art.
Exactly, freedom of expression. Now Caleb Crom had let us know. He said in the Patreon message, he said, "Y'all, there's a part 1 and there's a part 2, but you guys are gonna have to do both."
Apparently so. We need to hear them both together. Apparently.
Small Dog, what up? Let's get into it.
Let's do it. This is the Great Southern Trendkill.
They from the South?
Yeah, I think we talked about that. Texas, New Orleans, somewhere. If I remember right, one of them might have been from New Orleans, and the rest were from Texas, something like that. But yeah, the South.
Somewhere in the South.
Yeah.
This sounds Pink Floyd-esque right now.
Oh, you hear the reverse?
Yeah.
Seems really mellow for Pantera so far.
Oh, I'm sure we're about to get hit with it. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Wonder if that's Dimebag doing the backup vocals.
Good question. That melody.
Can you tell I'm a man? With the scars on my wrist to prove I'll try again. Try to die again. Try to live through this night. Try to die again. Forever feeling free and using, sliding down the slide that breaks the will. Breaks the will. Mother's angel getting smarter. How smart are you to read this unfulfilled? It's a damn shame. When I'm hiding, when I need, let me breathe.
Dude, his voice isn't crazy. No,
On this life I know it's time.
oh, I I'm just waiting on that drop.
Would you look at me now? Would you look at me now? Can you tell I'm a man? Can you tell I'm a man? With the scars on my wrist, with these scars I'll try again. I'll try again. Would you look at me now? Would you look at me now? Can you tell I'm a man? Can you tell I'm a man? With the scars on my wrist, with these scars I'll try again.
That synth in there.
For real.
There's the drop.
There he goes! That's that groove!
Yeah, it is.
Dude, their drummer's great.
Oh, yeah. Vinny Pop.
Yes.
Now that's thrash.
For real. This is amazing. Come on. Oh, his throat. Yeah. Dude, this is great. Whoa.
Wow. Is there more?
love their drummer for some reason.
Great.
Oh, old school fade out.
Fade out.
Shout out Pantera.
I know, man.
Okay.
Wow. That was a trip, bro.
That was energy.
Mm-hmm.
Energy.
This kind of personifies the phrase, people dance to my pain, you know.
Yeah.
It really does, because that was a very serious subject.
Yes. I mean, where he's like, now can you tell if I'm a man, or
Yeah.
by the scars on my wrist? Jeez. I didn't know Pantera had lyrics like this.
Oh, I know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Dude, alright, so let's break this down. As far as stylistically, this started off as like some like old school mellow southern rock, you know, and he maybe this was part one, you know, the southern
solo
rock part was part one,
Okay.
and maybe the heavier part was part two.
I would say so.
Yeah, and so after the southern rock section, you know, they broke into what was traditional thrash metal.
Yeah.
You know, and they're just going at it. And then they just flip the script and break right into the groove metal. Yeah.
Damn.
That was an amazing, like, mashup of styles.
Man, it's so crazy, dude. Sometimes I look at music, like, and I illustrate it. Like, in my head, like you said, the slow, melodic southern rock, it's like, okay, that's pre-S-word. You know, that's when you're doing this. And then when you succeed and now you're gone, if you follow traditional religion, they say if you do that, you don't go up here, but you don't go down here. So it's so mellow and calm when he's doing this, and once he succeeds and you go down here, then you get the boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Is that just, do I illustrate stuff? I mean, I feel like that might be over. You know what I mean? But,
Yeah, oh, I get it, man. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
y'all, let me know if it's fair to say this. And help me out here, Smoke. But do you feel like Pantera separates themselves, even if you want to put them in the category of the Big Four, Big Five, what have you? Would you say that the vocals that they put out, especially on this song, are different than any other of the Big Four? Because they got the wow, but you don't really hear that from Metallica. You don't really hear.
Yeah.
I mean, am I tripping?
I mean, we haven't got much into like Exodus and Testament to check that out.
Well, from what we've heard.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, okay, so we've heard those style of vocals from, you know, some of the thrash metal bands, and we've heard, you know, some of the groove metal type vocals, if you want to say that, from a Metallica or such. But this one had all three of them. It also had the southern rock element with just displaying how great his voice really is, you know. So that's something unique in my opinion.
Man, I definitely think, you know, if Pantera was to the point where they're like, you know, we don't want to be a part of thrash metal, we'll create our own. Y'all did a fine job of doing that. You did a fine job of doing that.
Definitely.
And the way that you guys conveyed, man, I'm speaking to them as if I know them.
Exactly.
But the way that Pantera conveyed those lyrics, and maybe, I'm sure you'll agree with me on this, the first part of the song was easier to understand lyrically.
Yes.
So the way that I heard the first part, it was so chill, calm, which that's Hollywood's vibe. And then once he succeeded and went down, now Smokey's like, okay, now we vibing.
Yeah, now we chunky. Dude, that was great though. It's just a great mashup of styles in my opinion.
I totally agree.
Even threw some synths in there, it seems. And unless it was a guitar pedal, that maybe Dimebag was playing that somehow.
That's the question. Was Dimebag in this song? And
well, I mean, I'm sure he was in the song because there was lead guitars in there.
Okay.
But was he? Who was playing the synth?
The synth, exactly.
Yeah. Was that actually someone on the keyboards, or was he using some kind of pedal? Because as we discovered, you know, this is a 4-piece band. And there is no rhythm guitarist. It's all a Dimebag doing lead and rhythm. You know, even if he's going back in the studio and playing over the top of himself, you know, he's doing it all. So maybe, you know, he switched up the pedal at some point and made the guitar sound like a synth. Like, how possible is that?
That's a good question. I've actually seen in the comments where some people say Dimebag doesn't play the guitar; he makes the guitar talk.
Yeah,
he does.
That's obvious.
He does.
He does.
Damn, man. See, 70s, would you say?
Oh, I think this was 90s.
Okay, so he
Because if I remember right, you know, we covered Walk. You know, that was off of Vulgar Display of Power.
That's Anthrax.
No, Walk was Pantera.
Who? Walk.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking Bring the Noise. Never mind. I'm sure.
Yeah. But anyway, if I think this would have been after that album. This would have been after Vulgar Display of Power. So I'm guessing mid 90s.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask if Down Bad could be in our 70s competition, but
Yeah. Well, I think we discussed that actually.
yeah, we did.
They were more late 80s into the 90s. I would like to know when they started though. Were they around for the big thrash scene like the 80s where, you know, we saw the big four? Mm-hmm. You know, were they around for that or did they come afterwards? Because what I understand is they made their hay in the 90s.
90s.
Yeah.
Man, also, me and Smokey got 1,000 questions.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think, and y'all can answer this as well, but first of all, do you think there was any beef between them? Between the big four, like
Ooh.
Anthrax, Metallica, oh, we don't like Anthrax, or Metallica's like, oh, we don't like Pantera. You think there's any
question.
beef? And if there isn't, have they ever performed a show where it's just them? Pantera comes out first, Anthrax, then Megadeth, then Metallica. Like, has that ever happened?
That's a really good question because we know that happens in hip hop.
Exactly.
You know, you get two groups like Bone Thugs and 3-6 coming out at the same time doing a similar style. They're going to beef with each other because they're like, you stole our style. No, you stole our style.
Did this happen here?
Maybe so. I don't know. We have to look into that.
Or ask the trash talk.
Exactly.
Caleb Crum, thank you so much for giving us some more Pantera because we needed it. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, my name's Behringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Cowan.
And we are
Over
and
out. Deuces. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Rappers React today. If you want to see another artist that we covered, it's right over here. If you want to see the last video we did, it's right over here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We do this for you. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you will. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces.